I just assumed you didn't have to see my face, and so, well, you can see it right here, but yeah, pretty much this would be kind of how, this is actually a new way that I do my general readings because I just received this deck. It's actually an oracle deck. I do just wanted to start off by saying that most of these videos that I would do most likely will be on my business page. So if you haven't followed my business page yet, please do so. That page will pretty much just consist of me showing you guys my journey, showing you guys, you know, the whole learning process. You know, I have been doing tarot for a little bit, way before I even introduced the idea on my story. But I did just start, you know, making it a service for kind of like whoever wants it outside of family and friends. All my readings will be moving over to probably just sending over video recordings. I mean like voice recordings on like through email, just so you can have, you know, one way to receive your readings. It just makes it easier for me and also for you, and you will have that recording forever. So I also will be starting a YouTube channel, which is probably where I will post actually this video. I will post this on my actual main story, and maybe my business page as well. But I also will be posting a lot of different videos on YouTube of general readings. You know, if you do watch tarot readings online, you will see that sometimes where you'll see, oh, they'll say, oh, pick a crystal, and then like on a certain deck, and then, you know, they'll have a certain reading for that. I also will be doing videos like that. I also will be doing informative videos about myself, videos about, you know, my journey, how I got started, you know, just a lot of different videos, you know, when it comes to spirituality and things like that. I do also want to say I also am still religious. I will not say if for either religious or spirituality I'm the best example. I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. Never will I say that. And so I will also be discussing, we'll have a video about that, of how I even started doing tarot, with still being religious since. Okay, so I'm back. So this is pretty much the cards. I'm gonna try to get them as close as possible so they're not cut out. I may also upload just a singular picture of this at the end of this video, or if I can use it as the thumbnail. I don't really know, but I also will try. Don't expect it, but I will try to have a clear, just a singular picture of this spread so that y'all can see it. Like I said before, I usually don't do this. Usually I do 4 of these tarot cards, but since I just received this, I just use this last oracle card as just advice. It could be a clarification for these ones. It could just be advice, guidance that you may want to take with you on your journey, on your day-to-day journey, things like that. So that's pretty much it. So let's get started. So I'm going to read from this way, because that's how I actually pulled them. So this first card here is the Strength card. These cards, like I said before, are beautiful. They are the Key Tarot deck. They're really good. This is the Strength card, this is the Judgment card, and this is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is the Trustworthy Guidance Oracle card. So the Strength card is pretty self-explanatory. It's a really powerful card. It really reminds you to have strength. It really reminds you to be powerful. It also can speak to self-love. It can speak to unconditional love, self-respect, courage, things like that. So it's just really a reminder of yourself. It's a really reminder that, you know, if you are going through things right now, if you are going through challenges and things like that, just to remind yourself that you're going to come through, that you're going to be powerful, and you're going to be kind of like the winner at the end of it. Then, you know, this one is a kind of seems a little off-putting if you just read it by itself. So it will make a little bit more sense once I connect it with all the other cards. So with this Judgment card, the Judgment card really speaks to the fact that, you know, it speaks to clarity. It speaks to a final decision, a wake-up call, your life's purpose. It also really reminds me, if you are religious, it really reminds me of kind of like the idea of Judgment Day. Kind of like that good versus bad, or even any other religion. It kind of just reminds me of Judgment Day. It reminds me of the fact that We have to kind of like look over our life and look over the things that like the good things in our life, the bad things in our life. This also just reminds me of the fact that, this is the time where you really need to figure out the things that you love in life, the things that you don't like in life. And this is the time where you really have to figure out what you're like, pretty much what you're doing, where you want to see your life. This is telling me that someone's on a journey, someone's trying to figure things out. Maybe if you're in school, you're trying to figure out where you can take your major. What jobs, careers can you get with your major? Like what internships? If you're in a job right now or in a career right now, where can you have upward mobility in that job? How can you progress in that job? How can you make more money? How can you do better? How can you support yourself and your family? This is really, reminding me of the fact that this is the time where people are trying to figure out a lot of things in their life. They're trying to figure out what they want to do. They're trying to figure out, their life. They're trying to figure out, okay, in 10 years, how do I want it to look? In 20, 25, 30 years, how do I want it to look? What is making me happy right now, and what can I do to kind of like get to that goal? It could also mean that, you guys are, coming to a place where you're trying to make a decision. You're trying to like, maybe you got a wake up call. Maybe, a lot of things have been happening in your life right now. And, maybe you were slacking in life. Maybe you're just like, okay, well, I'm just going to do whatever and hope that whatever figures itself out. But, maybe this is the time where you really start saying like, no, it's not whatever. My life isn't whatever. What I want to do in my life is not whatever. And this is the time where you really need to focus on, achieving your goals and achieving the things that you want in your life, so that you are better and that you are doing better. And again, going back to the strength card, this is showing me that whatever decision that you guys are debating about, whatever decision you are thinking about, even thinking about your life's purpose, because even thinking about life's purpose, it could seem like a lot. It could seem daunting. It could seem like I really have no clue what I want to do in my life. I really don't have no clue on what I want from the people in my life, the things in my life. And this is showing me with this strength card that this is the time where you really need to be confident in yourself. You really need to love yourself. You really need to trust your intuition in some ways, that you are going to get where you need to be, as long as you, again, trust in yourself, love yourself, have unconditional love for yourself, and you are hopeful and understanding in that, life will get hard, and figuring things out in your life right now will be hard, especially if you find yourself being young, especially if you are young, especially like a lot of college students. Right now we're trying to figure out a lot, even with thinking about COVID and stuff like that. COVID has changed a lot of things in our life. So this is the time where you have to really be patient with yourself, really be patient with figuring out what you want to do. And with COVID, this is the time where a lot of things are happening. We really have no clear understanding on where things are going and really what's happening even currently. So this is the time where we really need to start, honing in on those skills that we have, honing in on the things that we love, the ideas that are coming to us, the opportunities that are coming to us, and really saying, okay, how can I take these things coming at me, and how can I really like make sure that I'm respecting those things and I'm taking those things in and I'm doing something with it. So, reminding ourselves to be strong, reminding ourselves to be patient with ourselves and in this journey of finding ourselves, of finding the things that we want to do in our life is really important. And then also you got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is really good card because it's showing me that whatever you guys have been debating about, whatever, life's purpose y'all have been trying to figure out. This is the thing where you're gonna kind of be able to reap what you sow. Nine of Pentacles talks about luxury. It talks about self-sufficiency, financial gain. It really talks about that personal pleasures as well. It talks about the fact that, because even the card before this is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles talks about the fact that you're mastering your craft. You're working on the things that you love, working towards, it could be school, it could be work, whatever, entrepreneurship, it could be whatever the case may be, that you've been working towards and, working hard at. And, the Nine of Pentacles is kind of like that card where it's like, okay, you've put in the work, you've done all that you could to, get the things that you want. And this is the time where you're able to like reap those benefits of putting in that work. This is the card where it shows that you're able to kind of live in that luxury. You're able to live in the fact that you put in a lot of work, and you did what you had to do throughout your life, throughout your time. And this is the time that you're able to reap those benefits. So, thinking about the Judgment card, again, when you're thinking about your life's purpose and, making some decisions about what you want to do in your life, this is showing me that maybe whatever you've been deciding on, whatever you've been, trying to pick, whatever you've been trying to figure out, maybe that would be the thing that will put you in a place of luxury, that will put you in a place where you're, financially stable and secure. So that's really, really important. And also when you're thinking about the Nine of Pentacles, it also like reminds me of like being patient. It's also like a patient thing, because it's like sometimes reaping what you sow, it might take some time, especially if you're working, you may feel like, okay, I've been working, I've been doing all of these things, where am I going to be able to reap those benefits? So that's again where that strength card comes in, making sure you're loving yourself, you're confident in your journey. And again, with this Judgment card, again, like, if you're thinking about your life's purpose, making sure not to look around at other people and kind of like, what place they may be in their lives, making sure that you're worried about yourself. Because even if you're thinking about all these cards right here, it's all well, except for this Judgment card, but it's all one person. But, just making sure, even with this Judgment card, none of the individuals in the water are even looking at other people. So, all of this is a personal journey, and all of this is going to be things that you need to go through with yourself to be able to, have the strength to be able to make these final decisions and to find out what you want to do in your life, so that you can reap the benefits of your hard work, of keeping your strength, of loving yourself, and being confident in the things that you want to get from life. So that's really important when you're thinking about that. And then the final card, thinking about this Oracle card, which is a trustworthy guidance. I'm going to quickly read the words on the bottom. It says, you received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So when you're thinking about this is daily guidance from your angels. So this is showing me that, whatever you've been deciding on, whatever you've been thinking about doing with your life, again, it goes really, really good with the Judgment card. When you're thinking about your life's purpose, the things that you want to do, this is showing me that someone is behind you. Your angels are with you and guiding you, and that, whatever you've been deciding on, and whatever you feel like your heart and your intuition has been telling you to lean on, or whatever path they're telling you to kind of go on, this is showing me that whatever you've been shown, whatever signs you've been shown, angel numbers, whatever your intuition has been telling you, this is showing me that, it's a good person behind you. It's someone that genuinely wants to see good for you, genuinely wants you to do good in life, and that, that is someone that is trustworthy, someone that you should trust in your journey. So I think this is a really good spread. Just reminding yourself to keep that strength, keep that inner strength, that inner confidence, that, that love for yourself is really important when you're trying to make a lot of decisions in your life, especially, to remind you again of COVID and everything like that. Everything is changing around you, everything,